Brad Raffensperger knowingly ran vulnerable V machines during his 2022 reselection. He hid the damning report from the public. You guys remember how the last show I talked about a hello NBO, welcome by the way. Thanks for finding the stream. She said she found my stream on Twitter, but thank you. Thanks for being here. Anyways, yes, remember there's a report that came out 2 years ago that said that the Domino's machines were not secure. And I just did a story on Friday talking about how they needed to secure it. However, Brad, the SOS who's in charge of it in Georgia, said that, oh, we're not going to patch it until 2025. Yeah. So in other words, we have one more selection with busted machines. I think he might end up regretting that. I will be willing to bet that the people in the world who are fighting for peace, who want DT to come back to reinstate a peaceful planet, are going to hack the crap out of it, and then unfortunately I think that's going to give them an opportunity to say, hey, it was stolen, and then they're going to redo 2024. Possibility, because look, YouTube, by the way, I know I cut off of YouTube, and I don't want to put these stories on YouTube, with the exception of being on that one particular channel. If you guys don't know this, I do have a particular very specific channel on YouTube for this. Okay, because they've allowed us to talk about it again. So they're going back on there now. I don't want it on my main channel because they have taken down a video for it. And I'm pretty sure they will turn down channels to talk about it. But the fact that they undid that policy and they're letting us talking about it now, they're letting us talk about it, tells me that they're preparing their side to talk about it. Okay, so very big red flags there. He knew about this, guys. The report came out 2 years ago, and he still ran 2022, which, by the way, was a year when he had to run for re-election. He allowed it to persist, even though he was running for a re-election. So I think he might very well know people who are capable of compromising it. I think he will regret it this next time around, because I'll tell you this, it'll be hilarious, okay, if they compromise it and flip 100% of the votes to Biden. It'll be hilarious. You'd be like, what? How's that? Remember, it happened in one of the counties in Georgia. And if you guys missed it, in 2022, one of the counties in Georgia, one of the candidates got 0 votes. And she was like, what the heck? Me and my husband voted for me. Oh my God. And so that was a big red flag right there. So that was the start of yet another investigation. Unfortunately, clearly hasn't gone anywhere. They're still going to run the machines for 2024. It will be patched in 2025. I don't know. I hope ethical hackers are going to fix this and fix this for the good. But yeah, so that's what's going on out there. Let's see. Back in September 2020, the court granted the curling plaintiffs access to one of the touchscreen ballots. I covered this already. They determined that there was security flaws, and he's done nothing about it. So Thursday, Professor Haldeman tweeted out that Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger will not install Domino's security patches before the 2024 selection. That was a notice that said it right there. It will occur following the 2024 selection cycle. Raffensperger, a vocal never Trumper, has been aware of the investigators' findings for 2 years. That means Raffensperger, as Georgia's Secretary of State, ran the vulnerable machines during his re-election in 2022. What is up with Raff? Yeah, well, he's a deep statey guy, right? He wants his own. He wants power. I would be willing to bet Meatball Ron is cheating. Yeah. That's why you guys remember Roger Stone was calling out DeSantis and saying, hey, you better audit Florida or I will run against you. Remember, Roger Stone said that. And no, he didn't do it, and Roger Stone, he was bluffing. He never ran against him. DC Drano reposted the Georgia elections reporter on Thursday on Twitter on Friday with a warning to Georgians. And it says, you need to fix this, says DC Drano. Critics blast Georgia's plan to delay software updates on its V machines because it's helping Raff. Actually, the machines need to be tossed. DC Drano writes, you can build most of the city skyscraper in 17 months, but Georgia's Secretary of State Raffensperger doesn't believe that's enough time to install security patches to fix Georgia voting machines from being hacked before the 2024 selection. This is criminal and it must be stopped. Georgians need to fight hard. Unfortunately, they're not. Everyone's complacent. They're just kind of like, oh, someone else will do it. We don't need to do anything about it. No one's protesting. Everyone's out on their vacations, yeah. Visiting Savannah, going sailing. Yeah. This is a response to his own tweet. He says, unsealed report reveals Georgia voting machines can be hacked, votes can be changed, and election results can be altered countrywide through one machine. SOS Raffensperger hid the report and will not install security patches until after the next election. So it's no bueno, guys. Anyways, 6 channels, links in the description. Subscribe to the ones you want. Ring the bell for notifications. Same thing on this side. 6 channels in the description, separated by subject matter.